Alright guys, what do y'all? This is your boy Sherry's Peace. What I want to talk to you guys about The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 10, The Lost in the Plunderers. In the beginning of the episode, we just saw Michonne, Rick, how they're dealing with the aftermath of Carl's death. They pretty much went back to Alexandria, got some little things, and they decided to leave. And now we're getting Negan's aspect of it, the aftermath of, butchering Alexandria as a whole. And Simon looks pretty teed off right now. Let's see what's bothering him. Okay, it turns out Simon's actually pretty pissed off at Negan because he feels like he doesn't want to keep running down Rick and company. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't know where Negan really wants him right now. He feels like he's being pretty much just the errand boy or underutilized, if you will. And Negan's about to check him real quick. He said, "Listen, if there's something you want to tell me right now, let it be known." Because obviously Negan could tell Simon was pissed off about something. Now, mind you, before this, Negan actually said and acknowledged the fact that Carl was pretty strategic and very clever and smart by saying, "Well, it looks like Rick and company decided to have a little bit of a escape route, and looks like Rick's one-eyed miracle here, pretty much duped me once again. That kid is built for this shit." And he's right. Carl really is built for this shit. He really is. But I don't think he really knows that Carl's gone, though, obviously. So it looks like Negan's about to check Simon. Let's see what happens. Pretty much Negan tells Simon, "Listen, we're going to take out the garbage people." I love how they say that. Pretty much they're going to take out Jadis and her people. But even though that's actually what Simon wants to do. But, Negan doesn't want to do that because they made a deal with the Saviors. As Negan put it, their deal with the Saviors is a locksmith, lock deal, suck my barrel deal. So, meaning you can't get out of this shit. This shit is ironclad for life. So, and then also, Jadis and her company are the resources to the Saviors. They're people that they've quote unquote saved. Even though Jadis and her people triple crossed them, as Negan said as well. They're still a resource, Simon. So we still need them. So keep them alive. And so pretty much, Negan just told Simon just to suck it up. Swallow your pride, whatever the fuck is bothering you. Get the fuck over it. I still run shit around here. Comprende? Alright, y'all, so right now, Simon feels like, forget it, man. We've done this so many damn times. I'm getting sick and tired of it. Let's just cut our losses and move forward. Negan doesn't want that to happen. He wants to keep everyone that he has to deal with in line, to make sure they really get it this time. Negan wants I'll say this. Negan doesn't want the Saviors to lose their power. What I mean is their authority. Because the Saviors were once a group not to be fucked with. And now that Alexandria, the Hilltop, and the Kingdom have now fought back against them, they're starting to lose a bit of their power. It feels like they're starting to lose a bit of their grip, their power, and what they stand for. So Simon's just like, look, we've taught these people this lesson time and time again. They don't seem to be getting it, so let's just cut our losses and move forward. So this is definitely going to be a conflict between of interests, so to speak, is metaphorically speaking, for Negan and for it's going to be pretty much a conflict of interest in terms for Negan and Simon, as you can see, because they're not getting along right now. And this is actually a first, because I thought Simon was just afraid of Negan for the most part. This is my first time ever seeing Simon getting some balls and standing up to Negan. This is amazing. Simon's just like, look, man, let's just find other communities to save. And Negan is just laughing at this. Like, I don't think you get it, Simon. No, we're not. I'm not letting go of this, man. I told you we're going to go. I told you what I wanted you to do, and I'll go do it. Right now, Negan hates having, a person like Negan hates to have his authority challenged, especially to this degree, especially by his right-hand man. So for this to happen is right now I can only imagine how Negan feels right now. Probably a little bit out of control, probably a little shocked, probably ready to bash his damn head in with Lucille. But I guess we'll see. I'm sorry, I'll rephrase what I last said. Negan's like, listen, I'm trying my best to keep it together, man. I know it's difficult, but you know what? Take your own damn advice, and cut your losses. Because saving people is what we do. This is what we're about. You know what I mean? So, you better get with the program, Simon. You better remember, we save people, man. It may be hard, but we got it. This is our way. Negan went on to actually say as well, you know, it may not be the most proficient one, but guess what? It works. And Simon says, not lately. Right into Negan's face. He's looking him dead in his eyes and saying that. Oh, this is just what I was finally waiting for. Someone with as much as brash and balls as Negan to stand up to him within his camp and to say something to his face. Like this is amazing right now. Negan is like, listen, Simon, the minute I clip Rick, everything's going to fall into our lap. You know, we got this, man. As soon as I clip Rick, everything's over with. So, Simon, stay strong and do what I ask you to do. What do you know? The Sabres have a little package from the Hilltop. I wonder who that can be. Could that be Gavin, the person they're waiting on? We have 38 more. Stand down. Nice message there, Maggie. Nice message. Turns out the guy that was in the box, it turns out to be Dean, one of Simon's guys. So Simon's like, which means the other 37 more are the people from the outpost. Those are my people. I'm gonna kill every single last one of them. Negan's like, you will not do that. This is not what you do. You go do your job. Which shuts Simon right up. So now we're seeing the aftermath of Aaron and Enid's little departure from Alexandria. So it turns out Enid said, listen, the woman made it seem as if Cindy's grandmother pretty much made Enid actually kill her, as if she had to. So with that being said, Enid said she would do it again if she had to, even though she doesn't feel like doing it. So what does that tell you? So Enid says, listen, Cindy, you better have a better reason for killing us than this, because it's not going to make you feel better. You know, because obviously, and Eden's right, it's not going to make her feel better, and I think Cindy knows that as well. Strong ass words, Eden. It's pretty strong ass words. So Eden says, look, even if you kill us, guess what? It's not gonna make you feel good. 1, 2, they're gonna come looking for us. 3, even if they do fail, more are gonna keep coming for you until they wipe you guys out. And besides, your grandmother brought it on herself as she's dead. You gotta respect that. So Cindy said, no, you know what they live. Aaron's like, listen, you know if you win, you can fight with us. We won't have to even deal with this anymore. He said, and Cindy's like, look, letting you guys live is a contribution to that. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. So Cindy says towards Eden and Aaron, listen, don't come back. Because before that, Eden said, listen, Cindy, we know the difference between friends and enemies, and you should too. To which, like I just said, Cindy says, don't come back. So I don't think they have a problem with not coming back. Even though something tells me that they're going to still join the fight in with the Sabres somehow. So Aaron pretty much wants to convince Beatrice and Kathy to fight once more. He thinks he can convince them to fight again. So with that being said, he wants Eden to go home while he stays there and try to convince him somehow. Hope it works out for you, bro. Aaron tells Eden, listen, I need you to tell Mag what I'm doing and not to come. Please. Eden makes Aaron promise that she will see him again. You know, I'm pretty sure she will. So pretty much, Simon gives Jadis and the crew an ultimatum. Revert to the original deal and everything's all forgiven. If not, because Negan was being gracious enough not to do anything, opposed to what Simon wanted to do. And Jadis is pretty much standing strong, because Jadis told Simon right to his face, Rick, we gave you Rick. There's no deal with Rick. We gave you Rick. We shot. And that was it. So now Simon's even more pissed off. Yeah? Simon, you bastard. Okay, so pretty much, Simon was just looking for Jadis to pretty much get down on her knees and beg. Pretty much be a weakling, pretty much. And Jadis wasn't having that, so she said, listen, there is remorse. To which Simon actually shoots one of her right-hand men. And then she says, no, there is remorse. And then he shoots the woman right next to her. And so which prompts her to punch Simon. And she actually, after he dropped him, he gets up and he says, oh, no. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen now, I wonder. Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. Now, if you guys recall, during their little discussion, Negan told Simon to go to the landfill to renegotiate their contract with Jadis and company. And he said to kill one. Uno. And Simon, getting blood off of bloodlust, kills the entire, and I mean the entire, compilation of the landfill people, is what I'll call them. I can't really recall their name at the moment. And leaves Jadis with herself. This is not good, especially if word gets out. Okay, so Simon just got back to the sanctuary. Came back with a little truck load full of guns. Negan asked him how to go. He said just the standard, messaging. Show him and show him. Tell him and show him. Things of that nature. And obviously that's a lie, as we all know. Because if you look down at Simon's shoes, there's still the blue paint on from Jadis's place. And so, and then all of a sudden, Gary, I'm sorry, one of the saviors comes up to Negan and says, hey Negan. He said, yeah, what is it? It's Rick. So he grabs a walkie-talkie and he goes off to talk to Rick. And now we see, we just saw pretty much Rick and Michonne pretty much just fight off all of those walkers, the dead landfillers, pretty much. And as we all know, Jadis is at the top of the land, on the top of the landfill by herself. So we learn a little bit more about Jadis in her past. Before the apocalypse happened, this really wasn't a trash heap. It was more so just trash just all over the place. Pretty much, where, for as far as I could see, as Jadis said. She would come here to paint on, just about anything. On metal sheets and any kind of fabric. And she figured, she could just make a new canvas because the people were the paint, make something new. So pretty much Jadis says, Rick tells Jadis, this was all because of you. You caused all this. Because, as you recall, Jadis kept playing around and double-crossing Negan and Rick. Triple-crossing, as they would call it. So Rick just says, you know what, fuck it. This is all on you. Seriously, if you would have never done what you did, I'm done with the games, then this would have never happened. So now they're going to just pretty much pick up a bunch of garbage and pile their way through these walkers. Rick and Michonne are getting up out of the dump. Jada says, listen, just please let me go with you. To which Rick shoots one bullet and he tries to kill Jadis pretty much. I mean, she escapes, but then she comes with her own little leopard print. On top of the heap, it's a big garbage disposal, I guess. And she makes enough noise to bring all the walkers towards the garbage disposal, and they all fall in. She's watching her former comrades literally diminish right in front of her very eyes once more. That's really sad to see. So Jadis finishes off the rest of the walkers, and we see flashbacks of her and her former comrades. Pretty much her three closest people in the entire landfill. I believe the male was her love interest. The two other people were just really close friends of hers, and she saw them, the last time, now to which it brought tears. Never gets easy talking about Carl. Never gets easy talking about Carl, man, because Rick decided, to read Carl's letter to him and Negan. And in it, as Rick is radioing Negan, he tells him, Carl told us, wanted me to stop, wanted you to stop. He wanted us to both have peace. But even if we did make a deal, it wouldn't even matter because I'm going to kill you. So that prompts Negan to ask him, how did he die? Was it us? Was it the grenades? Was it the fire? Rick says, it wasn't you. He was trying to save someone, and he got bit. And to which Negan says, look, man, I'm sorry. I had plans for him. I wanted him to be a part of this. And pretty much Negan said, that kid was the future, man. And, Rick says, out of anger, he said, the only future there is with you dead. And Negan says, what the hell are you doing, Rick? Negan's like, what the hell are you doing, Rick? Like, Carl's dead because of you. Like, why do you want to fight? It's like Negan is the voice of reason in this case, telling Rick, Your son's dead because of you. If you would have never made any shitty ass decisions, he wouldn't have died. And you can still save the rest of your people by not doing so.